Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters, welcome to your fortnightly check-in with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as always. Please don't forget to like this video. It absolutely helps me and the channel. If you are a continued subby, you know I love you. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. Me included, because as you know, I am an ascendant Leo. All right, so for our cross purposes, what's getting in the way? Where are we tripping ourselves up? All right, so we have the Fool card. Okay, so one potential spanner in the works, if you like, is the first one. Sometimes tarot gets really, really friggin' literal, right? This week, you could do something really foolish. You could make a decision. You could say something. And you might feel like it's something throwaway, right? So whatever new situations present themselves to you this fortnight, just be mindful, right? And if you're about to do something and you think, this is probably a rookie mistake, it probably is. So just rein it in, all right? Like there's a little teenager inside every adult Leo that kind of from time to time rears their head and, you know, wreaks havoc. Be mindful of that because you could make a really foolish mistake, okay? Another way that this potentially shows up from the macrocosm is a curveball, right? The Fool and the Tower are two halves of a whole. You never see either one sort of coming, and what sometimes, okay, so there's a jumping card. What sometimes seems like it's one thing ends up being something completely different. You've got the Six of Swords was your jumping card, and so in terms of the microcosm, like where is it that you get in your own way, you could potentially, this is like one of those times where you get distracted from something. I'm not saying don't take new opportunities or add new things or strings to the bow. What I am saying is there's a potential here for you to really get in your own way. And it's because you won't have the normal staying power that you're known for. Just be careful of making rash decisions. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Hanged Man. Oh, Leo, 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 with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. There's something here where you're digging your heels in. It's like almost like you're saying, no, I'm not doing it. Maybe this is this, right? Maybe there's a self-sabotage here somewhere, because it looks like the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles is something that you know, and I hate this word, but there's something you know you should be moving ahead with. And that Hanged Man, you're like, nope, not doing it. Why not? Where is that, dare I say, stubborn streak actually getting in your way? Like that stubborn streak and that ODD, as I like to call it, is a superpower until it's not, right? And then it just starts to get in the way. And there's something here where you're really digging your heels in, and it's like, you know, this thing is going to take you, your work, your life, your relationship, whatever it might be, to a next level, but you're just like flat out refusing to do it. I'm intrigued. For your career and communications, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Love this. So an earth sign woman could very well help you with the Fool card. So what I can tell you about this earth sign woman, this is somebody that you do not know yet. Got a double hit of the Fool card, right? Now, when the Fool card shows up with a Court card, this is somebody brand new to you, someone that you don't know yet. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo woman, person, potentially. The queens usually show up as women. I'm going to tell you straight up, she's very likely to be a Taurus. And the reason I can tell you that is because you've got the Empress, and the Empress literally represents not only women, but also represents Venus. Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So you have a Taurus woman that you do not know yet. I cannot stress that to you enough. You are meeting a Taurus woman this fortnight who is likely to be very, very helpful or beneficial to you. Now, if she's not a Taurus, she will look good, smell good, and she will know her shit, right? She will be on it, on it, on it, on it, and she'll make it look easy. All right, so great. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is potentially you finding a way to make money from something even if you haven't necessarily finished the course yet, which is great. It does suggest that there are new opportunities coming in through study as well. If you are employed by somebody else, this is great for you. There's a big change coming up here in the career. I love this for promotions and elevation. I also love this for bonuses and gifts. And I also like this for you really starting to understand how to look after yourself within the scope of your job. Whether this is learning to, if you're a manual laborer, maybe you're learning to use your body more efficiently. Pilates, reformer classes absolutely work wonders, I have to say, for specifically reformer classes. I'm sure the stuff that you do on the mat is great, but I'm talking about something very specific. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I love, love, love this, because there is connections being made with important, potentially powerful women this fortnight. It also suggests that some of the connections that you're forging at the moment could be very lucrative for you moving forward. Keep your wits about you, all right? But just be mindful of that. But all in all, I really like this for a very nice lucrative boost to your business. So I'm very happy to report that. Now, when it comes to, it's interesting as well that there's so much Taurus energy coming through, because as we know, by the end of this fortnight, yes, I know I wasn't going to talk astrology, but by the end of this fortnight, Jupiter comes into Taurus. So I'm really looking forward to that transit. I don't think it's going to be the be all and end all, it is what it is, but I actually think it's going to be very nice. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this could be you connecting with a woman who really helps you or supports you in some way and actually helps you solidify and concretize the kind of material experience that you would like for yourself. And that actually goes across the board for all Leos, sun, moon or ascendant. This is actually really nice for that material sort of aspect of life. For your heart and half, your love and relations, you've got the Five of Swords, so potentially some arguments brewing in that sector with the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so it's almost like you're hashing something out this fortnight. And by doing so, it doesn't just clear the air, but it also brings new light, new life, new energy, new wisdom into your relationship. So if you're single, this is potentially, maybe for some of you, this is a reconnection with somebody that maybe you'd fallen out with. And, sometimes that's the way when you like someone and they like you back, it gets a bit contentious and then you kind of go your separate ways and then you come back in again. Possibly that. For a lot of you, though, this is going to be a new attraction with somebody that knows how to give you just as good as they get. All right. This is going to be somebody. And if you've been with me long enough, you will have heard me say this at some point. If you ain't got no banter, if you don't know how to, how to come with it and have all the chat and all of the rest of it and the follow through, of course. But if you ain't got no banter, don't bother. You're going to be very bored with me. And I will definitely be bored with you. Whoever this is somebody that knows how to give just as good as they get. If you are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, whatever this argument it is, it leads to some very nice adult reconnection. That's what I'm going to say. For your money and materials, you've got the Judgment card. So opportunities coming back into the picture, maybe ones that you missed or weren't able to pick up at a certain point. With the Tower card, okay, so there is potentially some big disruptions coming to the money and potentially very good disruptions that are coming to the money. Winning the lotto would disrupt your money. Getting a celebrity client, if you've got your own business, would disrupt your money. I mean, it's the Ace of Pentacles with the Tower card. So this does suggest that there is a good disruption to the money in some regard. And this is because you've got the Judgment card here as well. Something elevates here. And because look, right, your Ace of Pentacles falls on top of the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of earth here, right? And there's a lot of advancement coming in. So this fortnight is going to be very good for your finances. One way that this could show up, and I've seen this happen before, is just you become so busy that you're just raking in money, but you're like, okay, that's great. I just can't spend it at the moment because I literally have no time. For your, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is a new lease on life in some regard. It is potentially, if you've had a chronic health issue or problem, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, this is not that. It is potentially, though, some kind of change to do with the health. Like if you've had a chronic health situation, especially if it's become acute and it's, you know, been a thing and it's, you kind of had like a flare up or whatever, this could be the start of, you know, much better health moving forward. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, big change coming to the home. And I do have to say, please, please, please be very careful, you know, touch wood, with electricals and fire. Those two things over this next fortnight, just be really careful with those, especially where, you know, like, yeah, I think I'll just leave it there. With that said, it looks like a really nice fortnight, to be fair. Definitely some twists and turns, and try not to knee-jerk reaction anything, all right? Because that full card with the Six of Swords, now that I see it with the rest of what's come up, it's almost like there's a part of you that's like, I'm just going to run away. It's not going to solve anything. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic fortnight. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.